What's up, my Vina love? Sisters Vina D coming to you all from Vina Tima News. I did my review way before this Instagram live. I was going to post it on Lost Files Fridays, but then I had uploading issues, so I just went ahead and moved on with my day. But before Kandi Instagram live, I did say in my review that for the people who are complaining about the restaurant being terrible, the professionalism, the employees, and all of these things, that's the whole point of the show, okay? The whole point of the show is, hey, when we started, OLG was a hit. It was great. It was this. It was that. It was professional. We had an amazing team. Now, OLG is going down the drain. We are getting terrible ratings. Okay, every other day there's something happening. Our team is terrible. We need to get the restaurant back to the way it used to be. So, in order for Kandi and her gang to show you how they got the restaurant from failing to now this amazing restaurant again, let Bravo cameras come in and capture it. So I don't understand why people are missing that part. You know, you have people say, I would never go there. It's so unprofessional. That's the whole point of the show. I am aware that you do have to find a balance and not do too much and go too overboard with the drama or how unprofessional they are, because that could turn off future customers. But if people just remember the premise of the show, then it will make sense. The staff is unprofessional. People are not doing a good job. And that's the reason why they are working on turning things around. That's the whole point of the show. I saw those tweets and comments over and over and over again about people complaining about the restaurant. I've been there before. I'm not going to insert no more clips or nothing. You all have seen the videos and all of that. Go to the RHOA playlist to watch that video. I went there with the first African American bachelorette, Rachel Lindsay. The food was decent. We had a great time. Yes, it was crowded. Yes, the chairs and tables were too close to each other. But as far as I saw Todd, but as far as everything else, it was a great atmosphere. It was amazing. The parking lot where they had that get together, it was completely empty when I went there. The parking was very inexpensive. I was able to park my car. I had no issues. That's because I went there on a weekday when everyone was at work, okay, and not during rush hour where people go for lunch and things like that. So there were absolutely no lines. Yes, there were people in there, but getting in was completely easy. So my experience there was cool. Like I said, I'm not inserting that video. Go to the playlist and watch my experience. I talked about it. All right. In a nutshell, in summary, that's my review. Yes, I talked for over 20 minutes and I had social media reactions and all of that. But because I'm having issues uploading that video and a new episode comes on tonight, Kandi was on Instagram Live talking about it. So I'm just going to allow Kandi to talk about her restaurant. And maybe when I do my review on the second episode, I will include some of the things that I had to say about the first episode in that. But it's too late. The new episode come on today, so I'm not even about to fight with that video. But you already know I do not throw away my work. So I will be incorporating some of the things I said in that video in my review of episode 2. YouTube and I have a very interesting relationship. Sometimes my video posts back to back, and then sometimes I have uploading issues, and it's either dwell on it and waste your entire day, which I did basically. I didn't post that entire day dealing with it, or just move on to the next. When the video finally uploaded, it was blurry. Some messed up things were going on. So I say, you know what, just post the Brooklyn video and move on to other videos. We can always revisit that video. So whatever the issue was, I will cut some pieces from that video and include it in episode 2. As far as the ratings and, people saying you can't compare it to the other show that people are trying to compare it to, or the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I think that's the name, came on. Real Housewives of Potomac was on. So people are saying that other show had an amazing lead in for their first episode. Okay. That other show also have The Real Housewives of Atlanta in the title before their show name. That other show also confused people because most people thought that they were about to watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta or a rerun, and then that other show came on. There are people who DVRs recorded that other show automatically because of The Real Housewives of Atlanta being in the title. Kandi show does not have a lead in, which I completely understand, okay? If Kandi's supposed to be this big balls and have all this pull over there at Bravo, she doesn't need a lead in, okay? She should be able to stand on her own and all of that. So those are the arguments going on online. I'm just not including the tweets and all of that because I want to get to Kandi Instagram live and it would take too long. But like I said, when I do the other video, I will show them, okay? Let's continue. Kandi's show is not attached to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's standing on its own. Also, you have to remember the times that we are in. I'm not making excuses for Kandi ratings, but as you can see, I don't even think I came on here dragging Portia Family Matters ratings. I came on here dragging her behavior, dragging on what she did. Go ahead and watch the episodes that I did. I think I only reviewed 2 episodes or 3. I started watching when people kept tagging Kenya Moore or tagging me and saying, oh, Kenya Moore is vindicated, Portia hasn't changed, and the list goes on and on. I said, okay, let me watch these recent episodes and see what's going on. I said the same thing about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I understand Kandi's show is brand new, and the Real Housewives of Atlanta is about to be in its 14th season. But my point is times have changed. Not too many people are sitting around, oh, let me go ahead and pay this expensive cable bill and watch regular TV. Most people have these different streaming platforms and apps now, okay? So people have gotten rid of their cables and things like that. I saw a lot of tweets tweeting, Kandi girl, I love you, I support you, but I'm going to have to catch your show when it's available on Hulu. That's when I'm going to watch it. I saw that a lot. A lot of people are not watching cable, especially Bravo, okay? Cable is expensive. So when the Real Housewives of Atlanta ratings dropped and people were saying, oh, it's because this person is not there and that person, no, yes, I understand. Everyone have their fan base and things like that. However, times have changed and the ratings won't always stay the same. So Kandi's show, yes, it's brand new and all of that, but you have to factor all of those things in. And also it was episode 1. So we shall see if the ratings goes up or if it keeps declining. Lastly, yes, people want an amazing escape, okay? They want something hilarious to watch to help them escape from everything that's going on, the pandemic, the war, gas prices, all of these different things that people really have to think about currently with life and all of that. So people are preoccupied in the joy and all of those things that people got from reality TV before. It's not the same, but I do wish Kandi and the gang and her show and absolutely nothing but the best. I know I've been talking for almost 10 minutes. Let's get into what Kandi had to say on Instagram Live, because after her Instagram Live, I'm ending the video. I'm not going to add to whatever she have to say, okay? So let's get into it.
You have a new show on Bravo, Kandi and the Gang, which premiered last Sunday. Congratulations. I hope you're celebrating over there as you should be.
I'm working nonstop. It's been nonstop. I've been up since 3:45 this morning. My daughter's mad at me right now because she missed her flight, but she mad at me. I got all kinds.
Oh my gosh, you got stuff going on. All right, let's take a minute. Let's just celebrate you. That's what we're doing right now. That's what this show's about at Cherry Picks. We started Cherry Chats to just uplift, support, celebrate women who inspire us, who we admire, and damn, if you are not an inspiration, I don't know what is. Your career has been so incredibly inspiring. Oh my gosh, let's talk about Kandi and the Gang. Oh my goodness. Tell me, what was the decision to get this together, pull the curtains back?
It was
what helped you put the action into making the show?
Todd did it. It was his idea. I don't want to take any credit from him. He was the one who came up with the idea. Oh, he was the one. Well, he was the one who came up with the idea to put the restaurant together. He said, "Let's do a show about it." And speaking of like what I was saying a little while ago about how sometimes things don't happen when you really want them to, when he said, let's do the restaurant, he had put together the idea, sent it to the production company that does Real Housewives, and it to somebody at Bravo. They're like, "Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but we don't really want to do that right now." Okay. Oh, what's up, Focus? I see Focus too. Anyway, but it was like they were like, "Oh, we really want to do it right now," and so it was discouraging to us because of course, we look at the people around us on a daily at our restaurant and like, these people are TV. They need to be on television.
Yeah.
See this, but it took like 2 years, right? Because it's been open for I think 4, so it's like 2 years. They said, "Hey, yeah, we really want to do it. We decided we want to do your show about the restaurant." So they got the crew together. This is Bravo. They started filming us. We started filming for the first week of filming. The show was lit, right? Then boom, the pandemic happened.
Oh.
And they shut us down. They shut down. The whole world got shut down, right?
Yeah.
Years ago. We're a restaurant. So we didn't really think that they were ever going to give us the opportunity again, because obviously with the way the world is right now, we thought everybody would be scared to even mess with us. We ended up losing a few of the people who were actually a part of our cast. Well, that was a part. Some of them got fired.
Yeah. Well, had to cut costs due to the crazy pandemic. Yeah.
Happened. So 2 years later, and after we said, okay, it may not happen, but we still wanted it to happen. And then boom, they came back and said, "You know what? We actually want to make it happen." So I'm telling you that to say, a lot of times when you want something to happen, it may not happen for you. Even like it's about to happen. Everything that can happen to get in the way of your dream or what it is you want will happen. It's every little piece of drama, every mess that can try to stop you, negativity will try to stop you.
So true.
Stay on the path and keep working.
Yeah, you got to put those blinders up sometimes and just have faith in knowing that, like, what you're doing is the right thing to do for you. Yeah. And like you said, these characters at the restaurant, they deserve their time to shine.
Gosh, they do. I mean, a family that works in a restaurant, as well as people who have just grown to love like family, who may not be blood, but in this thing with me for so long, like we're close. We became like a little tight knit family. But the old lady gang, much love to my mom and my aunts.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love the family. I think it also is. This is the perfect time for this show to come out. Like you mentioned, the pandemic, we've had so many families haven't been able to see each other. I think families are just starting to get to see each other again. I know I miss my family dearly who are on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. And I think there's such a joy in seeing, generations of women working together. It's just really, we got the drama. It's Bravo. We love it. But at the end of the day, it's a foundation of love. And we need that, and it's joyful. Let's talk a little bit because, families, we butt heads. We disagree. It gets a little hot in the kitchen. What's your best advice to, cool things down? What's your always go-to method of, cooling things down?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so first of all, shout out to my cousin, Kim. I see her in the comments.
Look at the family.
Okay. Coming episode. Kim, you're in this episode. I always say my other cousin Weenie to help cool things down because she's the peacemaker in the family. So this have an episode where it's a family intervention. We had some issues in the family and we was like, okay, we all need to come together and try to figure this out. And when I tell you, for us, it was a serious moment. It was a mess. But to watch it back, it is hilarious. Y'all are going to be laughing at us and how
it's just fun. It gives you some perspective too. I'm sure it's nice where you can look back and say oh my gosh, why did I get so mad at that? Or and to not take ourselves too seriously. That's a gift right there, I think.
And then, I mean, it's so silly because we have like this big, huge blow up, and right after chicken wings after.
There's nothing like food to like, bring a family back together. But I think it's also important to see too, like, there's been so much division as of late, and I think that like a lot has torn families apart. And I think it's important to see that families are not perfect. Families do not love on each other every second of the day. There's fights, it gets messy. But like I said, the foundation is love. And if love's there, there's a way back to each other. There's always a way back to the laughter and the joy. And I think we need to remember that. And that's what you're giving us, Kandi, with this.
Thank you. Thank you. I love the fact that a lot of people can relate to. I see a lot of people, on Twitter, they're like, oh, I have an old lady gang in my family. That I'm like, who is your favorite? Some people like old Philip. Some people say Chandrika. Some people say it's so funny. It's just like to see them become these stars. It's like for so many years they all supported me and everything that on Housewives or whatever show I was on at the time.
Yeah.
Finally, I get to support them in this way. It's really cool.
That's really special, and that feels so good, I think, too. And it's just wonderful. I'm loving it. What I know I don't want to give any spoilers away. We've got a new episode this Sunday. Can you give us like a vibe or a few words for what's in store?
Yeah. Well, I think with the show, you obviously get to see how we turn things around as a business, right? Right. I mean, we went through a lot. The restaurant industry is the hardest business you could ever get into.
Oh my God, yeah.
And that one right there is the hardest. Let's start there for me. It's like we're being transparent about like things haven't always been so great. And, we're figuring out a way as a team to come together and make it work. And I feel like, obviously you're going to see a lot of relationships because apparently they had a lot of relationships going on I wasn't even ready for. I didn't even know.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
Watching them on the show, I was like, hold on, tug and pull. I didn't know I was pulling, okay? But it's funny to see, watch back on the show or watch back the tape. And I'm like, okay, some of the stuff that was going on, I didn't even know was going on. But
sneaky.
Yeah, but it's fun though. And some of them, obviously bump heads. A lot of people been bumping heads with Philip. They still bumping heads with Philip sometimes. Even though the camera's down. But it's fun to see everybody figure it out. It's all about prevailing, it's things and figure out how to work it out as a team, as a family.
Oh yeah, that's a great lesson, and I think that there's nothing better when you can watch TV, get a lot of enjoyment out of it, but also learn a little something. Maybe reflect a little bit in your own life. It's the best of both worlds. Well, Kandi, you are such a joy, and like I said, such an inspiration. So congratulations. We're so happy for you over at Cherry Picks. I know you had an early start of your day, so I'm going to let you go. I hope you can relax tonight, and I hope you're celebrating yourself and all your well-deserved success. So much love.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
And to hear my final loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.